this is Max. Welcome back to another CSR2 video. So we have the tournament on the map, and there is a performance point limited sprint involved with this, and that's something worth discussing in a quick video. First of all, I'm going to give you my setup and tune for my sprint, which so far the best I was able to pull off was a 1.344. But the theory and the application of how to build a car for sprint applies to future tournaments with this kind of limitations, and certainly is a good opportunity to also teach you about how to do this for example, Tempest, right, which has a lot of similar ideas. Now, with cars in the game and with sprints, it's almost generally true, not always, but generally true, that tire and transmission are two of the best sprint parts. So you want to have them, of course, as close to fully max as possible. Stage 6s fully leveraged for those performance points. From there, it depends on the type of car. Some cars generally do better with body stages, and others may do better because they have a lot of grip. They may do better with, you know, little bit of power stages such as engine, turbo, and intake. The Nissan that we're talking about right now is a tire spinner type car where you're leveraging the higher gears to get grip and then also trying to get a fast sprint. So having all these extra stages of turbo intake and engine doesn't help you because it overwhelms the grip. So what you want is actually use the body stages, a little bit of intake and a little bit of nitrous to kind of make up to the limit of the points and go from there. Now, there might be somewhat similar results by doing either turbo or intake, and I haven't really pushed with turbo so much as I already used intake to get what I want out of this. But the point is, you're going to be able to get pretty close numbers with either one, and it's always worth it to test both because you never know which one may end up being a little faster. The dyno actually looks good on turbo just as it does on intake. You're going to use, because it's a bit of a tire spinner in earlier gears, you're going to skip to the highest gear possible, which is 5th, and nitrous. So that's kind of the goal here. Either use the one stage of intake or one stage of turbo, and then the goal here is to launch perfect and then get to 5th as quick as reasonably possible, and nitrous, and you're done. So that is basically how it works with most sprint challenges. Now, some cars may do okay with just ending 0 to 100 in second. Some cars do better 0 to 100 in 4th or 5th. That's another testing thing you can play with. But for the purpose of this tournament, I find intake to generally do better than turbo on the stage 1. Let's switch back to intake. We'll do that for you and we'll do a quick run. Again, to get a really good run, that launch is just as important as the ability to be able to get into 5th quickly and nitrous. All right, so we're going to do one test run on each part. You don't need to change the tune, but the key here again, launching point and then quickly into 5th. You can count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoop, I messed up. So it was supposed to be 4 shifts. I only did 3. And it kind of cost me a little bit on time there. We'll do one more run because of that. But again, 1, 2, 3, 4. You gotta shoot it out quick, or you're gonna lose a lot of time. As you can see, that was a 10th slower because I did it in 4th, not 5th. Okay, so let's go here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. That was a much better run because it went straight to 5th, and then boom, you're able to get it through. That I can guarantee you was a better run than the last one. 1.352. Okay, so that is the sprint technique setup. To get the best sprints out of any car is both a part selection trick as well as tuning. So it's a combination of both, and you really got to play with different cars based on their base factors. Tire spinner cars generally will require you to jump to a higher gear. Cars that are very grippy, like the old T4 Dodge Viper, you may not need to jump up to a higher gear to get a fast 0 to 100. And some cars are so grippy and don't have so few gears, you may only use 1st gear to get to 0 to 100. So again, different cars, different parts, different play style. I hope this setup and tune helps you for the remainder of the day for the purpose of today's tournament. But regardless of that, the general principles I discussed in this video should help you when it comes to Tempest Sprint as well. All right. Let me know what you think. If you like the video, leave a like. If you like my channel and like this kind of videos, subscribe, hit the bell, and you get notified when I put out new videos. And as always, thank you for watching my videos. I'll catch you next time.